Hi, so today I'm in Berlin, taking you with me to discover its Soviet, GDR, DDR past, or what's left of it, with the bike, of course. After the Second World War, the Allied powers occupied defeated Germany. Their differing visions for its future quickly became apparent. The Soviet Union, keen on establishing a socialist state in its zone of occupation, supported the creation of the GDR in 1949. This division wasn't just about Germany. It was a microcosm of the burgeoning Cold War. Berlin, the former capital, found itself at the epicenter of this ideological struggle. Despite being deep within the Soviet-controlled East, the city was also divided into 4 sectors, mirroring the occupation zones of Germany. This created a unique and ultimately unsustainable situation, a Western enclave within an Eastern state. So the first that I want to show you, it's here next to the Brandenburg Tor. Let's check it out. So the Tiergarten Soviet War Memorial is located in the center of Berlin on the Straße des 17. Juni, the street of 17th of June on English. So this memorial was built after the end of the Second World War in 1945, and it was inaugurated in November of the same year. It commemorates the Soviet soldiers who died during the Second World War. So here on the left and on the right we can see 2 T-34 tanks, and in the middle it's a bronze statue of a Red Army soldier, and text with the names of the fallen Soviet soldiers are attached to the pillars behind it, and the graves of around 2,500 soldiers lie at the back of this memorial. So there are many flowers everywhere, because I was one day after the commemoration of the ending of the Second World War. So here on the left and on the right there are 2 152mm ML-20 howitzers. These were used by the Red Army during the final assault and Battle of Berlin in 1945.
Sie wollen wieder einen dritten Weltkrieg, wieder ein Weltkrieg, der aber Millionen Kosten führt. Wir sind dagegen. Wir sagen, die Kernenergie, unsere Bildung, unsere Forschung und unsere Arbeit soll der Zukunft dienen, des Friedens und der Völkerfreundschaft. Gegen die Atombewaffnung Deutschlands, für Kernfusion.
So from here I'm heading north to see some remains of the Berlin Wall.
Nach 200 Metern weiter auf Marschallbrücke.
Now, I think this is the biggest section that remained from the Berlin Wall. Let's check it out. So this is the Wall Memorial. It's located on the Bernauer Straße, Bernauer Street. Here you can see some parts of the wall, of the Berlin Wall. window of remembrance. We can see pictures of people that tried to get on the other side and were killed by Stasi soldiers. Just across the street it's the North Side Gallery. So here up in the park you can also see a good part of the wall. Now I don't know if this was originally there or was just moved there, but it's also nice to see, and a good place for the graffiti people, because you can always see new stuff being sprayed on them. Heading south now to the Karl Marx Allee. So yeah, here we are, Karl Marx Allee. It does look like a socialist Eastern Europe boulevard. Does it? I mean, it does not look like a socialist boulevard. You know why? Look at the bike lane here.
Kalinka моя, в саду ягода, малинка, малинка.
So from here I'm heading south at the East Side Gallery. Thank you for waiting. Now I'm at the East Side Gallery on the Müllenstraße in Friedrichshain. This is the longest continuous surviving stretch of the Berlin Wall. It measures 1.3 kilometers. It goes like parallel to the Spree River. Got to the Stasi museum. Stasi comes from Staatssicherheit, state security, something like that. I think I'm late and they're already closed the museum. But that's not a big problem. I'm fine with this. There's so much history here. So I arrived a bit late. They said you'll need a few hours to watch everything. Maybe next time. Now I'm heading to the next location. So arrived at Treptower Park. There should be some Soviet monument inside. So this is the Soviet memorial in Treptower Park. It's one of the 4 memorials to fallen Red Army soldiers that were built in Berlin after the end of the Second World War. This is the largest memorial of its kind in Germany and therefore the most important. It hosts around 7,000 graves and it was built between 1946 and 1949.
Spanien.
Ja.
Sicher?
Du bist
Spanien?
Ja, ja.
Okay, eine Frage bitte.
Mhm.
Das ist Russisch.
Wie viel?
Ja.
Калинка, калинка моя, в саду ягода малинка, малинка.
So deep in the southeast, in Köpenick, there's a park and a Soviet monument. Let's check it out. There's like a children pioneers park that used to be in the GDR. So in the GDR, like any other socialist country, the pioneer organization was the mandatory state-run youth movement for children aged 6 to 13. It acted like the socialist equivalent to the Boy Scouts, like combining outdoor activities and camping with intense ideological and political indoctrination. So I'm at the Funkhaus Berlin. Found the door open. Let's check it out. Built in the 1950s, it served as the massive broadcasting center for the GDR. You can find it at Nalepa-Straße. Somehow it was closed, but we found the door open. We entered inside and yeah, we could check it a little bit. In the back we found like a milk bar and a pizzeria that was opened. I don't know why and how, but you can check it out. So I'll end the vlog here. I hope you liked it. I know there is stuff that I did not find, stuff that I did not show you, but I hope you guys liked it. And see you next time.